Prince of Earth. It's day 12. I have to do upgrades here. I like to get electricity. Get these torches. I like to get electricity, but I don't think that's gonna be possible. One other thing is that how many blocks do I have here? One, two, three stairs. So it's two below, yeah. Well, I thought it was, but I don't know. Somehow it looks bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna replace all of this because I'm getting cops. I'm pretty sure I'm getting cops. So um, I'll have to go with cobblestone. Not even flagstone, cobblestone. Uh, the stairs are also gonna replace with a different kind of block. There. So yeah, I have to break everything here. And I'm also going to break this stuff here. Oops. Pressing the wrong keys. Let's try not to do that. So I will have to break this because I want to make proper battlements here. So what I need, yeah, what I think of doing is having quarter blocks. Yeah, flagstone quarter blocks. Don't need much. Oh, here's the wood trellis. So flagstone quarter. Oh, the concrete. I. Oh, damn it! I hate this thing in this game. So I can have concrete blocks in the shape I want, which is this. But the quarter blocks are side-centered. SCTR, that's side-centered. And there is no quarter block equivalent to that concrete block. Where is the closest? "1.2 kilometers away, the closest cement mixer I found so far." Well, I can work with half blocks as well. So can get block like this. See this pole? This pole is what I want to make. Not pole, this is a quarter block. This quarter block is what I want to make, but I want to place it here and not here. I don't intend to make this floating. This one's gonna float for now, but this is just the test. So I'll have something like this here. And on the side of it as well. But then it goes up. Is this the fuller slit? Yeah, I think it's the full one. Because I thought I saw like a half-hour slit. Maybe it's not available for crafting. Oh, wood arrow block, interesting. The arrow slit is a block that is interesting. I suspect. Let's check flagstone. What are my options here? Let's craft this because I want to check what's the shape of that block. Okay. So where's the half block? Ramps. I'm gonna craft a bunch of blocks out of flagstone. Okay. So I'll have to place at least one more and probably two. One possibility is placing an arrow slit here so I can fire and hopefully the cops cannot spit back at me through this. But if they see me, they will attack. So making a full block instead of quarter block has advantages as well. Because then I can hide. The arrow slit is a half hour slit, okay. I believe it used to be a full block. Now it's just a half block. That's interesting. So what does this look like? Okay. No, this looks like a full block. But if I can have advanced... Well, it seems that this shape is not quite centered, is it? Ah, it is. So, yeah. So you see how this complements perfectly the arrow slit? I was thinking of it's like having having these blocks somehow form like a shape like this on top of full blocks on the top of the battlements, but it's not gonna work. Oh, this is the wrong place. So it would have to be there, I mean, on top of the arrow slit. But this is facing the wrong way. So I guess perhaps not. Right. So, and then what I would do here, for example, and I have to choose what I'm gonna do there. So here, I'll have, instead of a half block, I'll have a full block. Now, on actual medieval build design, um, well, two things actually. Yeah. Yeah. So arches are important for this. The thing is, the hole here is called matriculation. Um, let's make yeah, make out of flagstones. So because of stone characteristics of resistant to compression and stuff like that, um, a stone placed like this, and I mean connected of course to something else, but just like this, that's not gonna really carry the weight. It's gonna cave in at the center and then get destroyed. So the way matriculations are actually made, let me place a couple of wood frames so it's easy to destroy these guys here later. So, sure, hold this here then. So matriculations actually uses arches, but the matriculation will be like this. Okay, so think everything here is half block. So this part here is like this section, and then there is the matriculation. Instead of being straight like this, it's actually an arch. So if I had a half block arch, it would go half here and then half here, and that would be perfect for this kind of structure. Now, so I'll have the half stone block, and where is the plate? Might be an interesting possibility. So I was using plates, of course. This is plate, but if I want to go more, should I not craft a half block? I guess not. Okay, so you have the normal side here, and this either a full half block or an arrow slit. And again, both have these advantages. With an arrow slit, of course, I can shoot at zombies while still being protected, to some extent at least. Whereas with let's craft 3. Let's craft one more, and then craft this here. I'm gonna bring this guy here. hits here. So here I'll place the full block. Let's copy rotation here. This is still like this. So these are the two options. Either I go for this, which gives me some aiming capability, or I go like this, which can hide me completely. If I do, let's actually make another of the arrow slits and break this. This I can hide from cops here. If I do place I favorite it instead of crafting it. That's strange. If I do place another one of them, I mean, I can hide from cops if I like place the block exactly in front of my line of sight to the cop. But like if I stay here, for example, and there are multiple cops, then one cop is eventually going to have a line of sight to me. And this will give me the capability of hitting zombies to the sides. And I dearly wish you could drop stones on zombies. Like that would be super cool, in my opinion. If you could, like, yeah, drop the drop stones on them, because that's one of that's something that was done a lot. Now, the other thing is dropping oil, and let me in fact put the red tea here, because this is gonna hit me. I doubt I'll be able to shoot this through there. I can try. There. Yep. So I cannot shoot drop Molotovs through here. Which is annoying because, I mean, uh, um, people, I mean, they did this in castles and the mortar holes on the gatehouses and the machicolations themselves. They will drop stones or burning oil on people down there. Actually, I don't think they would actually drop burning oil. I think they dropped oil and then they dropped something that was burning, so it would catch fire on the person down. That was soaked in oil. And then here, of course, this is the normal aiming. Now, another thing is that, of course, these full blocks, they do interrupt my line of sight. It would be preferable not to have them at all and have everything floating, but I do want to make stuff like it's more real-like. And the stones, it's interesting because they were not like 1 block long. They were 2 blocks long because they will be set inside the wall. Because they're long, say 2 blocks long, I mean that it's to put in terms of 7 days to die. They were long blocks that They will go all the way outside and be underneath um, the structure that is being supported, that is made of like flagstone cobblestone. I mean, like this, stones joined together. But this block will be a solid block that goes inside the wall, and then the wall holds it by the part that is inside it, and that makes it hold. I mean, because it's a single block, uh, the wall holding that part that is inside of it uh, gives support to the, to put in 7 days to die terms. Um, it will share the structural integrity. So the whole block would offer structural integrity instead of being two separate blocks and one giving support to the other. Now, I am going to put these things here, but my idea is to place them on the edges. So I'll put it here, for example, and then this is normal. Well, not normal. This is will be like this. Um, here I'll probably do full blocks because this, if I move here, I really want to hide from the zombies that are there. Um, so place it here and then here and here. Yeah, the corner I'm not sure. Now you see like there's 2 blocks wide here, 1 block wide here, 1 block wide here, and 2 blocks wide here. It's not regular, but uh, the crenulations and match collations don't necessarily match in real life castles. They're different structures. So whatever you're putting up here wasn't meant to be aligned with what you have here. Um, what else? And of course, this is too wide, one wide, too wide, one wide. So it's even more than just not. It's actually aligned with the crenulations, but it's not regular in size. But I think that is not really uncommon. It's respecting some structural elements here, the way it's being done. I could make like, if I did not align with the crenulations, then I could make it regular, but that would upset me a little bit. I wouldn't like that, not at all. So the other thing here, so I'm gonna try to align it with crenulations, but keep different sizes. I think that's, I'll prefer that to the alternative. So other things, let's make another half block here. And I wish I had the proper quarter block. Now another thing that is was done was actually having this space being set above. For this block, it will work very well. Perhaps the plate will be more appropriate here. let's actually make it out of wood. Now let's make it out of flagstone because I do need to check that. So wedge stairs is a possibility. I think it's actually this one, yes. So this lip, it's like an indication that there is a hole here, so people would not, they're less likely to misstep on the hole if there is a lip there. Now, it serves no practical purpose in this design. In fact, it's harmful. Because it exposes me a little bit more here. And that takes me out of the headshot line. But you know what? That does look like nice to me. Let's see. So the possibility here. That is too high. That is too high. I'm thinking of something that can combine a half block with or like a plate, but even half a block, then maybe it would make sense. But not this one. It is combined. You see, you can see that it's combining the half block part, but the problem is that the other half is 3/4. What I would like is have the other half be 1/4 instead. Let me think something here. I'll craft this because I might want to look at it. Wedge stairs, okay. So let me see if I go on advanced rotation. Day 12, trade response tomorrow, so not yet. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe doing something like this. But no, the 3/4 thing screws everything up. I don't think there is a rotation that is gonna work. Now, of course, the problem with this is that it doesn't go all the way up. Now, I can also go advance it here. And do something like this. No, that's only going to occupy the half block. And it's not really gonna do anything for me. It does something interesting. I thought that you would automatically climb this lip here, but no. Kind of like the look of it. I mean, it would not work with pretty much anything else. Well, I could put a plate here, like start half and then go plate. Right? Let's get more flagstones. I'm sorry about doing this. All this exploration. In-game or online, in-camera, whatever you want to call it. Oh, the plate is thinner. So that thing there is a quarter. Yeah. If I had a quarter block, then I could put it there. So let me remove this blocks here. Let's go on creative briefly. So yeah. So the quarter block exists. You just cannot use it, cannot craft it. It's this pain in the butt. No, no. The quarter block is this, just not completely high. So this is more like an eighth. Well, it's a quarter in this direction, so I suppose it's a different kind of quarter. Okay. Oh yes, I was going to craft the plate when I ran out of cobblestone. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put these plates all the way around because it looks good. But I wonder if I own the plate, if the zombies are going to climb on that thing. I hope not. Because part of the base design is that they do not climb because of the plate. Okay. Gonna get some... Look at you, Arlene there. Yeah. So there comes Arlene. Yeah, don't hit those. So I'm on top of the plate now. Doesn't look like she wants to climb on the stuff. You know what I would like to use instead of full block? Because she keeps hitting the barbed wire, right? What I would like to use... Oops. Okay. Gonna kill her. I mean, you can say, oh, that's free experience, whatever. Come on, guys. Give me a break. It's one zombie. What I would like to use, I'm gonna turn the book menu off before I do something, is a half block, half ramp filler. Oh, the wood half block, concrete, half ramp, interesting. Yeah, this guy here. So it's a half block, but in the center. And if I could place half blocks in the center here, then yeah, the turn here might be a problem. Then the zombies would like move a little bit to the side when they hit the barbed wire, stop hitting the barbed wire, but still be slowed down. Okay. There. Got rid of it, so you guys cannot complain. Right, what is this fixed with? Okay, cobblestone. Nice. Okay. So this guy here gets destroyed. The next, well, everything gets destroyed, but this gets replaced with a full block, and this gets replaced with a half block here, and so on and so forth. So let's go to the next thing, which is the incline. Ooh. This thing exists for wood, but not for flagstone. And I need to make it on this thing, and I do have a table saw. I do know of a table saw somewhere. No, it's not called a flag stump. Ramp incline. Yeah, wood ramp incline. So is there a ramp incline not made out of wood? No. So that's what I want to make here, but I'll have to go to that place. Table saw 1.1 kilometers away. It's not far from the trader, so I could make concrete stuff there, specifically the quarter blocks. But yeah, all right. These blocks will do. If it was a quarter block, then I'll be able to shoot better in that direction. No. And what I can do here. Which fits. Wedge. Tip. Craft 2 because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to, I want to try it out. Okay, not this one. Almost. Like this. So placed like this, it opens up my angle. And I think that looks pretty valid. Right? I think that looks fine. Yeah, I get much better angle here. Can shoot in that direction, or I can get close and shoot directly down. And there is another pole there, which also obstruct a zombie line of sight, but I can deal with that. Interesting. And I could place a wedge block here. I mean, break the ramp and place a wedge block here. So it adds something like it mirrors the wedge tip. I can mirror it with an edge here. But then I'll have to break this block here. which is not a particularly good idea because of the structural integrity of the whole building. Honestly, I would rather have the whole base collapse and lose all my material than not experiment with something out of fear of having that happen. It may not, I don't know, maybe that doesn't make sense to you, but it's like you gotta experiment with stuff. I find it curious because so this is full corner bottom, corner, the incline, which is not what I want. It it would work because you will not see the space underneath, but it's not what I want. Corner, wedge stairs, corner, tip, tip. So there is a wood frame wedge, but it seems the flagstone wedge is missing. Let's make the wedge stairs. I'm gonna go back into creative. Flagstone. So the incline is here. Here's the wedge. So the stairs I'm gonna throw away. I'm gonna keep the wedge because, come on, it's ridiculous not to have the wedge for the flagstone. It's almost impossible. It's difficult to believe it's not here. I mean, I have the tip and I don't have the wedge. Honestly, it's fun pimp sometimes to fast. Yep, this is the rotation. Yeah. So I cannot drop here. I get some really nice angle there. Well, I cannot drop, but really it's not convenient at all. Or I can hide. It's not convenient because no. Let's make the block again. Okay. Oh, come on, game. Again with that shit. I thought that was fixed. Yeah, this I want upgraded to cobblestone. So okay, just to show then, incline, ramp incline. Let's get 2 of these, 1 of these. So the way this would work is, yeah. So 1 like this. Simple rotation works for it. I'll run like this. Right. It has a smaller profile, and at the top, which is not here, but at the top anyway, it goes like this. So it connects exactly at the top. But whereas I had ramps here underneath every step here, like I had a step here, I had a ramp here, right? And then I had a step here, here, and then I had a ramp here, right? Step, ramp, step, ramp. Whereas here, I suppose it is also going to be beneath, yeah, it's also going to be beneath each one. It's just smaller, I suppose. Yeah, step, ramp, then step, ramp. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing actually. For some reason I thought it was not going to be the same, but it is. Okay. Throw that away as well. See, I lost the arrows there, so that pays for the thing I lost there, the zombie kill there. Now I do need flagstone stairs for that place. Let's quickly move there. So these do not need to be fully upgraded. I must upgrade it by mistake. Nice to fix the damage that zombie did here. Yeah. So this is stairs here. Fine. All right. I'll probably work through the night to make all this stuff now that I have now that I have an idea of how I want it. Claw hammer here. Whether I'm gonna make that ramp incline or not, that's a different question. It is gonna be a smaller profile, which I like, but I don't know if that's no, it is. I mean, for me, yeah, totally. I want to replace this with the ramp. The fact that it's going to be wood is an issue. Another issue is the fact that it's gonna that I have to go very far away to make it, and then of course I have to make the exact amount I need, or it's not gonna work. Really need to keep building that. Okay. So I have 7 points. My level is 46, almost level 50, which will give me motorcycle. For bicycle, I need intellect 4. I have a magazine, so I could place 2 points here, read the magazine, or I can place 3 points here, which will bring me to intellect 4. 1 point here, get Grease Monkey 1, and then read the magazine, which will give me intellect 5, and Grease Monkey 2. And then I can craft the mini bike. And with the mini bike, then I don't have as much trouble walking around. Now, one of you suggested something that is so simple that is making me feel very stupid, which is this. Take the armor off when you're going to run around. And in fact, I can even take the mining helmet off because I don't really need the mining helmet um, to walk around during the day. At night, things might be different, but yeah, that's a completely different story. I don't think there's anything I really need here. I want to check the trader.
Greetings, stranger. I've got the best deals in Navisgain.
Well, I have some of these as well. Probably should use it. Though I don't know if I brought it from the drop chest. Yes, I want to check the electricity stuff. I do have the generator bank, battery bank as well for that matter. Call it one machine. Yeah, chipped it like that. Sure, I'll buy it. Um, another scope. Well, looks like I did not check after the traded last respawn because pretty sure I had bought that. I hope it's not something I sold him. I do have use for two scopes. Improved fittings, pretty sure I bought that from the other trader. Huh. Now, structural brace is nice, but I think I have one extra already, and at the moment, with this quality of these tools, I cannot do anything. That is actually pretty nice. Sad, it's the fire axe I don't have as much use for. That's the only thing. So I'd rather keep the money. The fire axe, yeah, I don't need the fire axe to be that good. And yeah.
Thank you, Survivor. Check back soon. I get new merchandise daily.
So one thing that I think should definitely needs changing. So, okay, intellect. I don't want to put points into intellect. So without points into intellect, I cannot craft better materials. So the alternative is to loot or trade. But I will not get better trade unless I put points here, which is also intellect. So I think having the trader thing associated with intellect is a serious problem. Um, it really ties you to putting points into intellect if you want better items, which you do. So and it's not only the tools, but for example, See everything here, bicycle parts, mini bike parts, or um, better guns, electric fences, all this stuff here. I was actually want to check this. Yeah, advanced in engineering. Uh, so if I put 4 points, because I also have a magazine for advanced in engineering. So if I put 3 points into intellect, and it's three, right? It's 1, 2, 3. 3 points in intellect. 1 point in hammer and forge, and then sorry, in grease monkey, and then I can craft mini bikes with the magazine. No points here, and then I can craft the table saw, which has at least one thing I want to make out of with it. But so you cannot, without putting points into intellect, you cannot craft any of this shit. And like it's nothing. Intellect 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, physician. This is 3, but I mean, it's not even 2. So if I read the magazine, I cannot go to level 2 because it needs at least 1 point in intellect because this is level 3. And that seriously limits what you can do without putting points into intellect, which I think it's totally unfair. Wow, it feels so fast without the armor. So it's quite disappointing that way. Quite disappointing. At least the eggs here are not as expensive as on the trader. This is raw meat, but I have a lot of raw meat. Okay. Now the farm, as it happens, is ready, and I do have to go and farm. Um, wow, I can even jump without being... the AK, well, put this, so... And this guy has the scope. I think I'm gonna keep this for now. Yeah. And then improve fittings. Pretty sure I had another one of these. Is it here? One of these guys? Yes, it's on the mining helmet. Helmet light. If I could get a better SWAT helmet. Yeah, last thing. The bicycle chassis. I found the bicycle chassis nice, and then I could not find the bicycle handlebar anywhere. So I looked, I mean, not, I scanned my videos, every video in 17.1. I got 2 mini bike chassis and I got a wheel, but it doesn't look like I at any point actually got a bicycle part. So that was a mistake on my part. And that leaves me with the decision of whether to put points into intellect or not. Let's drop the arrows here for now. I better make more bacon and eggs. Um, MasterChef is actually another interesting point there. Particular as soon as I get the vehicle, the amount of eggs I'm gonna find is gonna drop because I'm not gonna be stopping for bird's nests. Going back and forth to the city from here, I basically keep taking a few uh, uh, paths in common. Um, Food 105, okay. It's funny that stamina is at 99. Do I take the, yeah, I took damage somewhere. Max health is probably what's keeping it down. I should have gotten, yeah, I don't understand what's the deal here. Why it's one below. Okay. Um, so to properly use my farm, I would have to have Master Chef too. And the magazine is not gonna help because I'll need at least intellect too. But I don't want to put points on intellect. I want to make a game where intellect is not something I put in skill points at. It's really annoying. What I will do when this ceases to be something I can easily make is boil meat. Make grilled meat as well. Boiled meat's better. The bottom water is not much of an issue, so I should be able to make a lot of that. Um, the farm will be rather useless, but um, but here's the thing: it's not agility, fortitude. Yeah, here's the thing: I'm not putting points into intellect. Not here. Like by anything down here, I'm fine. I'm not going to increase the attribute because I want to play with these three attributes. And that's that. And that's that. So um, I'll labor through the restrictions that the game is imposing me. That sounded like a roaming horde, to be honest. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, you. Let's to kill a roaming horde. Right. come on. Just aiming at the guy's head here, not your elbow. I want to attract their attention, but I suppose I can attract their attention and shoot them at the same time. Interesting, that guy was dead. He was killed by the barbed wire, pretty sure. Stop doing that shit. Barbed wire kill as well. Okay. Um, that was rather interesting, I thought. Well, if there are any arrows here, it got spawned. Okay. Okay. All right. So I want to look how this looks from below. I really wish I could put the arches here. Maybe I should break those blocks. Yeah. Instead of being here, I could simply break it and have this. I mean, that would give me all of the range I need. And I think it will look more like real world manipulations. Yeah. It doesn't look good, so to speak. Um, but it's functional. Well, what I could do, and that would, I mean, the structure integrity here is now way lower because it's fully supported by the sides. Um, well, not here actually. This thing is actually supporting this block. Not not it's not something I'm doing to cheat, but it's still working. And I thought of using, if you're thinking about it, I thought of using arrow slits on the ground. I just couldn't figure out any way that it will look good. Yeah. So let me do the arch. No, problem here is that this will really screw up with the... Let's try simple actually. So I could put this here. From my side, well, I do get better lateral range. Yeah, I think that's actually gonna work okay. So I thought I had finished this episode, but no. I'm gonna place this block here. Like this. Let's take a look. Yeah, and then this is gonna be an arch as well, of course. Yeah, move too far back. That might look really well. The only downside is that now it's completely off schedule on the granulations. They could simply not have a hole here and make this a full block. So it would go ramp down, full block, ramp up. I kind of like this style. I could have these holes underneath the crenellations, which are too wide. But I like having the holes behind the crenellations, having the matriculations aligned with crenellation. The upper part, I think there's a different name than just crenellation. Crenellation is the whole thing, if I'm not mistaken, because that allows me to shoot down without worrying about being attacked by Gob's pit. So the question really becomes, pretty sure I had more of these. Wonder what I did with it. So the question is, if I do it like, keep this regular schedule, and I don't know what, the reason why the crenellation is like this is so that it aligns with that. So I want to be able to shoot every 3 blocks here. Yeah. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. And in 3 blocks, we saw that it is not giving the results I expected. 2 blocks is better. The fact that zombies keep hitting those barbed wires with the block in the middle, that's really inconvenient. And seriously considering just having the 2 blocks like on the previous game. But okay, I'll work through all these possibilities. Well, no, this the 3 thing here. That's for now. That's staying. Um, I'll see what I'll do here, and I'll do the upgrade of this. Not upgrade, the replacement of these battlements here with this this style of stuff here. Um, and I'll do all of that off camera. And I will not put points into intellect, and I will explore more the city. You see, it's a big city, and I really only touched the side of it, so to speak. There's much more here, and this it seems that there is a lot here as well. So, and of course, this is just one city. There are other places in the game. Um, so I'll explore more, try to find gas stations or used car places to get more vehicle parts and try to get a vehicle um, without putting points into intellect. Um, I'll just keep the armor off my back so that I can run from place to place without being that inconvenienced by it. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching.